how do you handle the hard days? How do you handle those days that are frustrating, where things aren't going right and you need help on some level? And if someone was to come your way or something was to change, that would be really welcome. I'm going to give you a skill here today where you don't have to have as many of those hard days. And it's simply perspective. Having a different perspective changes everything in life. So many times, I've had a couple of jobs in the past, and now that I'm working on my own, it's a little bit different because I don't have as many people around me all the time. But I was consistently called the king of the reframe, because what I would do is, so many people would say, hey, this is a bad thing that's happening, or this is a bad thing that's happening. And I don't think in terms of good versus bad. I really don't. I don't very often use those words because they're not very useful. Good and bad are judgment statements that get you in trouble, because now it's a judgment of the situation that now you feel you need to believe in. A far better way of talking is this working towards my goals? Is this not working towards my goals? That's far better, because the same thing can be good in one situation and bad in another. I'll give you an example. When it rains, is it good or bad? Is it good or bad? Well, it's not good or bad. It might put a damper on a barbecue outside, but it might be fantastic for farmers. It might be great for some people and terrible for others because they're flooding and then something's going wrong. So it's not good versus bad. It's always contextual. The skill that I'm going to give you today is to practice gratitude. What this will help is with optimism. It will help with perspective. So you start to see things from another angle, and instead of things being bad in your life and you having a rough day, you can start to see, wait a second, there are some positives here. There are different ways that I can utilize this in my life or my situation or my business. So here are a few tips on practicing gratitude. This will actually change your brain. You will actually start thinking in a new way. I promise that. If you do it on a consistent basis, research shows consistently with neuroplasticity, your brain will change here, and you will think in different ways. You will see situations in different ways, and instead of going, oh, this is bad, and I've got to have a terrible day now, you'll start to go, oh, interesting. What can I do with this? What's great about this? So what can I change? This is not about rose-colored glasses. It's not about seeing all the world as perfect when it's not. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is changing your perspective and having a broader view of what's going on. This will help you in your business all the time. So here are the three things that I believe it can help you a ton. One, and I want you to do these in the morning. The morning is the best time to do this. The first one is to go to YouTube and type into the search engine Gratitude HD. I'm pretty sure that no matter when you watch this, it'll be on there. It's a beautiful, about 5-minute celebration of what we can be grateful for. I've had clients that consistently have just watched this every day just to get into a good place. It gives us a different perspective. So number one, you could watch Gratitude HD on YouTube. Do it every day, honestly, every day for a month. See what happens. See how you start to feel. See how it starts to change how you view life in different ways. And I'm willing to bet that at the end of the 30 days, you're going to start feeling better than the start. The second thing is be grateful to people and show that gratitude. So what I want you to do is write thank you cards to people. Give sincere gratitude towards other people that you just see. For example, and I'm talking about mundane examples, okay? So let's say somebody helps you in an odd way in a checkout line. It would be brilliant to start sharing your gratitude with that and say, hey, listen, I really appreciate, and here's a key. When you're showing gratitude to somebody, when you're thanking them for something, pick out a specific thing that they've done that you appreciate about it. Okay, so thank you. That's a little too mundane. It doesn't say as much, and it won't do as much for you either. And instead, turning around and saying, you know what, that was really kind. You didn't have to do that. That's just a little more specific, and it goes a long way for both them as well as you. Okay, write thank you cards. Get into the practice of writing thank you cards. Write thank you cards. Write a thank you card a day. I know people who write 5 thank you cards every single day of their lives, and their business lives. So that actually increases their business, and they've got a fantastic attitude. So number three is have a journal, and in your journal, simply write down 5 things that you're grateful for every day. 5 things that you're grateful for. And here's going to be a key to the practice of this. When you write something down, practice thinking about it, engaging with it. So for example, when I practice this, one thing that often comes up is my daughter's smile first thing in the morning. When she wakes up, her eyes are bright and she's ready for the world, and there's this look of expectancy and curiosity, and it's beautiful, and it does my heart well to see that. And so when I write that down, I kind of close my eyes for a second and just think, oh man, and to kind of visualize her walking out of her room and seeing those bright blue eyes as she comes out with the look of expectancy. When you practice engaging your emotions, engaging your senses, and engaging your visualization with your gratitude, it's going to make a far bigger difference for you. Practice these 3 things, or choose one of them, whatever works for you. If you've got another practice of gratitude, feel free to post it or to let people know about it, because this makes a huge difference. I know people who have practiced gratitude 100 days in a row with somebody else and becoming accountable with them. But find something that works for you, practice it consistently, change your brain, and start to change your life. Enjoy the process.